This is the Stubborn German podcast. I'm Kevin Oosty, coming to you from the beautiful, festive, and always properly climate-controlled Stubborn German Brewing Company here in not always climate-controlled Waterloo, Illinois. Joined, as always, by our proprietor of the Stubborn German Brewing Company, Mr. Chris Rahn.
Hello, Kevin. Thank you for that, I think, compliment.
It was a compliment. You got to be, properly climate controlled.
Or he's saying it's really cold in here.
No, it's proper.
Proper, okay.
It's proper.
Well, it was a bit steamy earlier. I did crank it down, and I think we're in a good spot.
Proper for me. And, of course, also joined by Mr. Jared Chasson, our esteemed producer. How are
Good
you?
evening.
Hi,
I'm well.
Jared.
How are you?
Doing great.
Good.
So we've come to the time of year where, some people call this the dog days of summer, right?
Yes.
Any idea why they call it that?
I don't know that. Why do they call it that?
I have no idea.
Is it because it's like late
I
in the
don't know.
baseball season? I always heard it was like a baseball thing. Like
that's
late
the
in the
context
season
I always
and-
heard it.
Well, I think it was International Dog Day recently.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was.
on the socials, but
I'll be damned.
yeah.
I bet Google knows.
Well, that's something that happens every year, and something that happens every episode is the German Word of the Day competition,
Oh, yeah.
which we've had two wins.
2 wins.
I feel like you're making it too
In
easy
existence.
lately, Chris.
I'm trying to. I want to get some wins sprinkled
It
in
is
here.
fun to win.
It is fun to win. And so I don't remember what the word was last time, but it was close. It was the potato salad. You
and
guessed salad.
My
right.
wife totally said she
Yeah.
would have guessed potato salad.
See?
She said they're famous for it.
A friend of mine, Andrew Glessner,
Yeah.
he texts and he's like potato salad. And I'm like, I don't know. Oh, you got the word. I'm like, well, good job.
Nice.
There you go.
Good job, Andrew.
Yes, it's a shout out. Okay, well, the German word of today is Sonntagsfahrer.
Sonntagsfahrer.
That's it.
Sonntagsfahrer.
Sonntagsfahrer.
Okay. Jared?
Well, thank you.
You're
we don't
welcome.
have a guest to hand it off to first.
Well,
Let's see. Sonntagsfahrer. I'm going to say suntan lotion.
ooh.
Suntan lotion. Nice. Okay.
Ooh.
Suntan
Well-
lotion. Sunscreen, to be
Sunscreen. Okay.
Short.
Thank you.
Took my guess.
Really?
Well, no.
tip of your tongue.
Sunscreen.
Sonntagsfahrer.
I'm gonna do what Cue Ball does, I think, and write down every comment that
Oh, man, really?
Man, is that funny? Oh,
Well,
gosh.
I mean, he does that to me.
you guys
would
do it
that
to each
him
other.
for years,
Yeah.
and he finally figured it out.
Every little word that you guys say is being meticulously recorded and
Read back.
read back at the end of the episode, and then you're both like, "Did I say that?"
Boy, am I stupid sounding if I said that.
It's too funny. All right, Sonntagsfahrer. What do you got?
I'm going to say it's Sunday hat.
Sunday hat. Good guess.
right.
Sunday hat.
I like it.
All right.
That could be it.
That
Yeah,
could be it.
probably
You
not.
never know.
If it's dog days, I'm quitting.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
We'll find out at the end of the episode what Sonntags
Stay tuned.
Oh, see, it's Sonntagsfahrer. So
Farher.
yeah.
Oh, so that changes everything.
Yeah,
If only I had known.
Yeah.
I love it.
Disqualified on a technicality. So, in the dog days, today actually marks the end of a Waterloo summertime series of events.
Yeah, the Muni Band pretty much all wrapped up.
Their final performances tonight for the
Yeah.
2022 season. Any idea what's on the list for songs?
I don't know. It's always a surprise. You just get out there and like, oh, it's whatever, big band night, or it's the last one. It's got to be something crazy,
it's
right?
nothing but finales.
Finales.
All grand finale
Sunday
songs.
finale. Maybe that's what it is.
There you go.
I did see the picture of your lovely wife Tammy, who's been sitting out in a chair since like 9 this morning, waiting for the
I think we
municipal band to
took
play.
that picture like 2 years ago, so she's been sitting there for 2 years.
Long time, yeah.
So patient.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Walking a bar stool across the road and taking their picture.
That was good.
With the pint. I'm sure
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
feel self-conscious at all.
Nope. Nothing to see here,
It was
folks.
a good excuse, yeah.
Right.
Well, speaking of songs and performances,
Yes.
we were chatting before about Chris's concept of creating a favorite German song playlist.
Yeah.
And then we're also figuring out how you should share that with the rest of the world on Spotify so we all could tune in.
Yeah. So I'm kind of simple. I do know how to like pick my favorite song on Spotify and just kind of like, keep it in my own playlist. I'm not really sure how to share it, but we're going to figure that out. It doesn't seem like it'd be that hard.
Well, Kevin assigned me to help you with that. I'm not sure I've ever used Spotify.
No,
so,
all right. Well,
yeah.
I'll handle it then.
What are
I
you
got
just
it.
still rocking the
sorry.
CDs?
Oh, yeah.
See, mine are all scratched up now.
Amazon Music, that's what we do.
Spotify's a pretty nice deal, not to plug them. This show's carried there.
We
right?
are on
Yeah.
Spotify.
That's how I
yeah.
listen to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I like to listen to myself.
Yeah.
we've heard.
Yes.
We can hear you right now.
Yeah. Yep.
So, it's a little thing. You can share it. You can make it public, and then you can share it on socials. I think you put the link right on your Stubborn website, your Facebook page, wherever you want.
I feel like we might have done that. So, okay, what kind of got me thinking about that? I think it was last year. Maybe, it was last year. It was the first year we had Steve Ewing play at Stubborn Fest. Mm-hmm. So we had all our regular German bands, and then the grand finale at the very end of Saturday night was Steve Ewing. So, we've had enough German music. Now let's rock and roll. Let's do this. So I made a playlist of all my favorite German songs and then some Urge songs basically sprinkled in. So I don't know if you're in the mood for like all German polka and then here comes Brainless or whatever. It's gonna be a little funny, but I don't know. It was a nice playlist to get you ready for Stubborn Fest if you're gonna hang out all weekend like everyone should.
It's got a similar feel, that kind of oompa beat to it.
It's high energy, upbeat and fun, and let's go.
That playlist would allow you to kind of prepare for the coming of the Oktoberfest season.
Yeah.
You could drive around, listen to it in the car, and get all excited.
As you drive to Stubbornfest,
For sure.
you could, or any Oktoberfest.
I mean,
for that
if I
matter.
recall, we had a couple guys last year that had driven hours to get to your Stubbornfest.
They could listen to pretty much the whole playlist.
Yeah,
I don't
they
think it was all that long, but there was, it had all the hits.
You better get on that.
I know, I need to.
You're going to add some more hits.
We do
That's right,
need to add
the
a few
hits.
more hits.
Anything in particular on there that you recall at this point?
Oh gosh, I mean, I don't know.
The standards,
The
roll out the barrel and
Liechtenstein polka,
the
roll up,
Liechtenstein, in heaven there is no beer.
of course, yeah. Some stuff
chicken
from
dance.
Bolzen Beer Band, like some of their originals that I know they normally play when they're here. We had some of those on there, so just try to get people to when they I don't know if you come to the party and you're not really familiar with Bolzen and then they play one of their original songs. You might be kind of like, what's this crap? But like, but if you've heard it before,
Nice plug for the band there, by the way. What's this
did I
crap?
say crap? I didn't say crap.
You should. I think what he meant to say was, I am unfamiliar with this song.
That's right.
What is this amazing song?
Yeah,
I
right.
do need to hear more of it.
Exactly.
I wonder if they have a full album, which they do.
Yeah.
I do want to say, speaking of plugging a band, at the homecoming parade last weekend, I got to say, the Bud Light Brigade was excellent.
They were bringing it, huh?
They were good.
They do not screw around.
And we've got some locals in the band there.
Yeah, we have. I know many members of the Bud Light Brigade.
For sure.
Yep.
Good people.
Yeah, they get into it.
It's fun to listen to.
Well, this is
Do you
fun.
want
We've
to hold
just
the microphone?
We've just been joined by the lovely Tammy Ron. Tammy, we were just commenting on how we're surprised to see you sitting in here after you'd been sitting in the park across the street for 2 years waiting for the last Muni.
All day.
There we
I've
go.
been
All
waiting
day.
Yeah.
for the last municipal band concert.
Okay, none of
All
us
day.
knew. Do you know the theme of the music tonight?
No.
We
But
figured
I
you would
bet
know.
they'll end with Stars and Stripes Forever.
I'll bet they will.
Ah, I bet you're right.
They
Well,
nail it.
It is forever.
They do. It's forever. They've been ending with that.
Yeah, they do a bang-up job.
They do.
We were guessing that it was nothing but finales tonight.
Oh, that'd be clever.
Just all like the last song on an album or something. And
Yeah, it's the first orchestral version of The Doors' "The End" ever done. It's 27 minutes of just disdain. And
well, that would be half the show.
Dang.
so, what's new in the world of Tammy Ron?
Oh, we are getting ready for Stubborn Fest.
Oh, boy.
So that's super exciting.
We are, and it is only, good thing my microphone cord is so long so I can
Yep.
stand up. It is 30 days and 20 hours, 22 minutes, 58 seconds away
30 days.
at the time of recording.
Okay, so
That just doesn't seem right. It still feels like the middle of summer, and we're talking about Oktoberfest.
unless
It's crazy.
you're Miss Tammy Ron. So at T-minus 30, where are we on the countdown preparation scale here?
Turns out I have more stuff to do. I've just kind of been putting it off because it's like the not fun stuff, like reserve the dumpster and the porta potties. And
Where are you on the freak out scale?
I think I'm pretty cool, calm and collected.
Right on.
Wait till 14 days or 7 days.
Yeah, every day it takes one progressive step upward on the...
Actually, probably 14 days is worse than 7. By 7, we usually have it all figured out, and it's all, it is what it is at that point. But
And
yeah,
I-
when it's 2 weeks out, there could be a thing or two that we're like, oh, did we do this?
Yeah, and the big thing is going to be our plastic cups.
Yes.
Because
Oh.
I ordered, with COVID, there's all kinds of delays
Supply
and
chain,
everything.
supply chain.
Chain, yeah. So I ordered plastic cups like 4 weeks ago. So like at the very beginning of August, it was like August 1st. It was on my calendar to check plastic cup, inventory. So I ordered it right then, and then they said like it could come in like the week of Stubborn Fest, and I'm like, what? I need those cups.
Oh, boy.
Good.
So-
now we have something to
We're
worry
going to be
about.
running
Yeah.
up to Walmart.
That's what we'll
buying
be worried
cups.
about.
Yep.
Yeah, but
These,
those are custom printed
They
cups.
are.
Yeah, they got the
Right.
logo.
Yeah.
They're cool looking.
Yeah, they have our logo on them, and they're
That's
really
how we
cool.
roll. Otherwise, it might just have to be everyone bring your favorite drinking vessel, and we'll figure it out.
Plastic, though. It's outside.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Solo.
We sell these. We
Yes.
have these.
I
These
ordered,
are coming,
I
right?
ordered glassware, so we have liter steins, which are the big boys, and then like half-liter mugs, which is what we have at the bar.
Nice.
So those are ordered, should be coming, but you just have to do everything early now with
Yeah.
the whole COVID delays. So
So,
This is for sure.
Stubborn Fest question. When you have a bunch of people outside with their glass mugs, how many broken mugs do you get?
Honestly, I mean, one or
Like
two
one?
over the
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've
not
never
many.
seen anybody drop one, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's an important vessel, man. You don't want
And
to...
it's got a nice convenient handle.
It's got a good handle.
But you don't want to jeopardize losing
Yeah,
the
you don't mess
quality
around with
contents of that
Stubborn
stein.
That's correct. Yeah, you got to keep the death grip on that thing.
For sure. I remember in college once, we were at a party, and there was a guy who brewed beer. His name was Carl Fitzloff. I don't know if I've ever mentioned
Sounds like a good guy.
He is a great guy. Carl was a dark German, right? So he had like black hair, and he had a big
Oh,
dark
yeah.
beard, and
Yeah.
big one giant eyebrow. He was a really big, stout guy.
My people.
Yeah, and this is quite a few years ago, and he used to use the repurposed soda pop kegs to brew.
Yeah, yep.
Right, and he would bring his German beer to these apartment parties, and that was like otherworldly because we were like trying to get the cheapest, crappiest beer we could just to get the mass quantities of it. Anyway, one night, Carl pours himself a big stein. He had, I think it was a Henninger stein.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was I think it was bigger than a liter. Was there like a liter and a half? Is there a standard?
gosh.
Maybe.
I mean, it's huge. It was like a big
maybe
stein.
like novelty sized. Yeah.
Well, he brought it from Germany, so
Oh.
it was at Oktoberfest.
Well, okay.
And he's standing there having his drink, and he was at the backside of a couch, right? So some of us are sitting at this couch looking forward, and Carl's kind of behind us. Well, my buddy stands up, I don't know, to go to the restroom, and he stood up right into the bottom of Carl's beer stein, and he almost knocked himself out, and Carl didn't spill a drop.
Oh my gosh. It's like driving like a 75 Pontiac Grand Prix or something, running into a Cavalier or something.
Yeah, it was,
The
it
poor
was,
Cavalier doesn't stand a chance.
it was like drinking with Arnold,
That's great.
Yeah, Carl went on to be a brewmaster and at a couple different bars. I think Colorado was the last one somewhere.
Really?
I have
No
to
way.
see what he's up to these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
maybe he's listening now.
I know he is. Everybody is.
Well, yeah.
Say hi to everybody, Tim.
Hello, everybody. I should say it. Hello, everybody.
Oh, wow.
All right, so you got the plastic cups on order. You're going to have your dumpster and your porta potties and kind of the civic
It's
things
all
taken
like
care
the
of.
not fun stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
not fun.
So once that's out of the way, what's the next big preparations you got to make? Because a lot of the stuff you physically move your stuff outside, day before, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then the stage rolls in.
Yep.
And the entertainment, are they booked yet? Do we know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's usually booked like right after the previous year. The German bands get booked up pretty heavily in September and October.
Oh,
so,
I know. Yeah. I mean, I would imagine, while they're playing, you get them good and boozed up, and they cut you a
and
deal for now. This
sign-
is great.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
We'll do it for half next year, right?
Did we say the dates of Stubborn Fest?
We did not. No, we didn't get there
30,
yet.
30 days away from today, whatever today is.
September 30th and October 1st, Friday and Saturday. Right here, right in front of the brewery.
Officially kicking off October with a fest.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Yep.
Are you teaming up again with some of the local food providers
We are.
like last year?
Yep. As of right now, we have Pie Hard in for sure. Sounds like Shorty's is probably going to do something. We also have Schneider's coming back to cook as well. So we should have lots and lots of food options. It'd be the most we've ever done as far as food goes. Beer is looking pretty good as far as
You're going to make some this time, you
having
think?
it. Yeah, that's the plan.
Well, I got nervous when I saw no Stubborn Fest up on the wall.
You caught us right in between a little
Man.
lull between batches. It's a tough one to nail down, and sometimes I don't know. Sometimes like Stubbornfest always sells pretty well, but sometimes it sells really well, and it's like, oh, I wasn't really ready for that good of a weekend for Stubbornfest, and then which it's probably happened at the exact same time last year because I think Homecoming probably knocks it out. So
So do you go all in on Stubbornfest?
yes,
Like now?
yes, it is all in. We've got lots and lots of Stubbornfest in the works, and it'll be we'll be out of it for 3 days, maybe 4 days. It'll be right back on, and the new batch is tasting delicious. It's just needs a little more time. So
For those who've not yet experienced Stubbornfest lager, right?
the beer, yeah.
Share with us.
Okay, yeah. So Stubbornfest is the beer that's so awesome. We also have a festival named after it.
It's one of the few beers that has its own party.
Yes, it does. It's it's our year-round Oktoberfest. Most breweries, rightfully so, make their Oktoberfest just for the fall season. They're coming out right about now, and they'll be there till pumpkin season. So, or pumpkins are kind of already out. But anyway, we make ours year-round because it's my favorite beer, and we want people to feel like when they walk in our front door to the brewery that it's Oktoberfest all year long inside the brewery. So if you're going to make like the celebration Oktoberfest.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if they if they're going to feel like it's Oktoberfest, we need to have an Oktoberfest on tap. So
For sure.
it's year round. It's also my favorite style of beer to brew, to drink, to make. I mean, it's fun.
Generally, one of your most popular beers, right?
It is. It's our flagship beer.
Yeah.
Yep. So the beer itself it's a lager. So it's gonna be nice and crisp and clean and refreshing, all that good stuff. But it's an amber colored beer, usually right around 5% alcohol, and just perfect for nice cool fall days, really, or any day.
Any day.
Last year, our friends at Pie Hard kind of tweaked their menu a little bit in accordance with the event. Is that any idea? Is that a strategy this year too?
I assume they're going to be doing that, but Megan and I have not connected on that yet. I think I'm supposed to text her, so thanks for the reminder.
See? Good comes
She
of this
said,
show.
Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah. Good German influence pizza comes from this show.
yes. What did they
Yeah,
do
I'm
last year?
they
It was
did,
it
like,
was a
some-
German.
Yeah.
Like, it was really good.
It's like a German
The one I had.
pizza, and it had like German sausage
Sausage
on
on
it
it,
and
yeah.
like
Instead
mustard
of sauce, it
or
was a
sauerkraut or
mustard
something.
something
Yeah.
or other.
It was
Michael would tell us all about it.
it was fun. The flavor didn't match the look, so you're expecting some kind of pizza thing, and then you get this Bavarian sausage mustard. It was wonderful.
Yeah, but it tastes like this is something that you'd eat at Oktoberfest. So,
Yes.
yeah, it was pretty cool.
So are your boys primed? Are your kids
Yeah,
jazzed?
the kids are ready. It's actually Drew is turning 11 on September 30th, so on
wow.
the Friday of Stubbornfest.
Yeah, so,
Can I have to sing to him?
Yes.
well, that's gonna happen.
They were a huge help last year, so I can't imagine what it's like growing up where, we all had family parties or whatever. That one birthday party that was kind of off the hook, and your boys are going to be like, yeah, well, this is what we did every year. I mean, that's going to leave some serious impression on them.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean, they helped out a lot last year with trash and stuff, and this year I really need to assign someone to help with all that behind the scenes stuff because it's a lot. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's on the to-do list, but that's the boring to-do list, and we just like to do the fun to-do list.
Right.
Sure.
We'll get to it.
Like taste
Maybe.
testing the beer. And,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't have them do that.
Right.
No, of
Yeah.
course not.
So
It's his birthday. Come on.
He's 11.
Got to start sometime.
You can't
probably
see
gonna-
over the bar
I
yet.
was going to
probably
say,
going to happen. We just can't talk
he
about
hangs
it.
out in a brewery all the time. So.
Yeah. So then that's the big stuff is the entertainment. Chris has the beer under control.
Yeah. One thing I'm definitely going to do, or we're definitely going to do this year, is we are not going to cancel anything because of rain. I'm saying it
power
right
through?
now. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, unless it's just rain.
I'll tell you what, last year the threat of rain was worse than the actual
I know.
rain. And
Yes.
it clouded over nice and it cooled off and it was really a nice night. And I understand that people get scared off by rain, and really they should embrace it because it made for just it made for a great night.
Yeah. So last year we canceled the bubble bus because there was a huge threat of rain right when the bubble bus was supposed to be here. And then, it's if you cancel, 2 hours prior to your event, you don't have to pay all the money. And then it's oh, geez, well, now what do I do?
Yeah. Now you got to play that game. And
Yeah. And then do I want kids out there in the rain? And they won't blow bubbles in the rain. Now, do I want it
Oh, you'd be
slippery?
surprised.
So the bubble bus was a bust last year, which was our call. We canceled it. And then Steve Ewing, we had headlining Saturday night, and we had the full band, and I was so excited.
Yeah.
And then there was a giant threat of rain, so then we scaled it back and just did Steve Ewing.
he reached out to us, right, and
Yeah.
said if you just so you know, if you want, you got to let us know early, but we can cancel it can just be me and the guitar player, and the other guys can go. They have another gig that they can do.
They could
but-
pick up a gig, yeah.
So, and we're like, ugh.
Well, it was a more intimate Steve
Yeah,
Ewing
that's
experience.
pretty cool.
It
was,
was,
yeah.
but we're definitely having the full band. Even if it rains, we'll move it. Well, I don't know what we'll do, but
we're not
maybe
canceling that.
We're not canceling that or the bubble bus.
All right, so it's on. So clear the whole weekend, rain or shine.
That's right.
It'll be on.
We
gonna
may
be a
have had
blast.
this conversation before, but for our listeners who are maybe new to the podcast, how did the whole Steve Ewing thing come about? I mean, you guys don't go way back with Steve Ewing or anything, do you?
Well, actually,
Where did we see him at when we were in high school and
Top
we were
Shooters.
dating?
At Top Shooters.
We went to Top Shooters
Yep.
in Columbia,
Yep.
Aw.
Illinois, to see him.
Huh.
Yeah,
you
we're
guys
like-
were
we're
in
like-
high school
This is
dating.
the guy from the Urge.
Yes.
We got to go check him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be in Columbia. That's right there. We
Right
got to
there.
go.
Yeah.
So we went, and
But
it was
yeah,
awesome.
we just, I don't know, we wanted to do some fun music in here, and I was like, well, let's see if we can get in touch with them. So we contacted Steve's Hot Dogs, and then eventually...
Didn't he
Which
like
is really
answer
good,
the
by
phone?
the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, Steve's Hot
Yeah.
Dogs. This is
And I was
Steve.
like, is this Steve Ewing?
Get
there you
outta
go.
here.
It's again?
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
So we had him play in here in the brewery
I do remember
in the winter.
that. It was so crowded.
it was
yes.
packed, but it was a good show.
Yeah.
And then we're like, this is so cool. So now we're going to do the full band for Stubborn Fest, which I know it's not like a German band. I get that. But we have plenty of German music. So
Yeah, that's what we were saying that earlier, right before you got on. It's
Okay.
people are going to get, there's plenty of German music. You're going to get tired of it. I mean,
And
I go to
then-
bed singing, huh?
Well, and as evidenced by the Hoff, they do rock out in Germany.
Yes. The Hoff. Don't hassle the Hoff.
Right.
If you can get Steve Ewing to play some David Hasselhoff covers,
We just need him to get a
Be
jacket
epic.
that lights up.
or if you can just get David Hasselhoff, that would
Let's
be...
just do that.
Why don't we try that?
I feel like you probably could get David
You think?
Hasselhoff at this point in his career.
And then you got to
No
get
offense.
Schwarzenegger with him.
How many Deutschmark
Oh,
do you
is that
think
a
it
thing?
would cost?
It will be.
Okay. How many Deutschmarks?
Hoff and Schwartz. I mean, a world tour of Waterloo.
Hoff and Schwartz.
You are onto something here.
Yeah.
We love you, Waterloo.
So since we're talking about music, I don't know when exactly this will air, but Jared is going to be playing at the
Oh,
brewery
yeah. Good
It's
plug.
on the books.
on
Yes.
September 24th.
So what are the chances we can get Jared to do a small set between bands at Stubbornfest?
Wow. I don't know about
come
that,
on.
Kevin.
Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Now we're
Uh-huh.
talking.
I got to up my price.
That's
yeah.
the first
He'll
thing you
give
said.
you
I'm gonna be-
4 free beers for
I'll be
this one.
so busy with my producing work on the podcast. I don't know how I can fit it in.
We'll manage.
But you're going to be playing from 6 to 9 on
We
Saturday,
are, yes.
September
It'll be an
24th.
evening gig. Yep,
Yeah.
6 to 9, and hopefully we get a lot of people out
And you
here.
got some new
Should be
polka
fun.
music
We've
learned.
been
and-
working on our polka songs.
Sweet.
We're actually we're going to play all the same songs, but in a polka style.
Yeah, right on.
That's perfect.
Oh, that's great.
That's perfect. That's what we're looking for actually for Stubborn Fest.
Yeah.
More bands that
Oh, my gosh.
play regular music
Regu-
but to polka.
For
In a
sure.
polka.
And then you could actually have kind of a name that tune contest.
Yes,
That would be fun.
this just got real awkward.
It did.
Oh, no.
You need to learn
No.
some Bowls and Beer Band
This got-
originals
this got
and
better.
cover them.
You know, that crap. He said it earlier, not
I
me.
did. It was an accident. It just kind of rolled.
But yes, thank you, Tammy, for plugging that. Yeah, we'll be up here, and should be fun. We're going to learn some new songs, play some of the other ones, and have a good time.
What new songs are you working on? So this is new to you.
I
or-
always
or
like
new?
to keep it a secret, a surprise.
Turbo Volk.
Yes. How did you know?
He's never heard of that song.
You never heard of Turbo Volk?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's
It's
a
a-
Bowls and Beer Band original.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a delightful song.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
What's a new one that we're going to do? Well, we talked about it on one of the episodes. We're going to do a little bit different version of Wonderwall.
Right.
We talked about that.
And Whiskey Meyer, we're going to do Stone. It's kind of a cool, sort
Nice.
of a southern sounding style.
One of my favorite songs.
So what
Yeah,
should
I'm
people
sure.
bring?
They should bring their beer drinking appetites.
Right on. You got this opportunity to address everyone
In the
you know.
whole world.
Yeah, you could start a thing where you got to bring a pink scarf or something to
Oh,
the
yeah,
show,
yeah.
whatever, some kind of thing.
Now we would know exactly who listens to the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. We need something like a candy they can throw at us or something.
Yeah.
Isn't that the
It's got to be
Foo
soft,
Fighters
though. I
thing?
mean, that's
yeah.
your kind of close proximity.
Yeah, gummy bears. We'll
There.
go with that. Yeah,
There you go. Boy,
yeah.
we're,
So it'll be fun. We're looking forward to it.
we're just creating so much on this episode.
So many terrible ideas.
You're gonna have gummy bears all over the back of your brew tanks.
I was
and
just
everything.
thinking, like, I wonder if they dissolve easily.
Well, that's right, because you
a
would
new beer.
You'd be performing in here in the brewery
Yeah,
section.
yeah. We'll be back here in the cage.
behind the wrought iron fence. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like the Blues Brothers, the chicken
It is,
wire.
yeah.
You could do that.
It's fun
Yeah.
actually to look through wrought iron fencing at your fans.
I'm hearing a little.
feels-
I think it'll be a good show.
I'm hearing a little Smashing Pumpkins. Let me
Yeah,
out.
there you go.
Yeah.
Some Soundgarden, Rusty
Tonight
Cage.
is gonna be a jailbreak.
Ooh, yeah. The whole set is
We're gonna
writing
get-
itself.
We're gonna get Chris on as a guest singer, and,
And drummer.
we could use a drummer actually.
And
I'm in.
you got your.
I could be one of those guys that sits on a box and just
Yeah.
taps on the box.
Let's
for
do
sure.
it.
I'd do that.
So, for both of these events, so the Stubborn Fest is more of an official event. Where will people be able to buy tickets? What do they need? What do you just show up? Do you need a ticket for this one?
Oh, Kevin, there's no tickets.
That's such a great thing.
It's free. Yeah,
show
it's
up.
It is
just
great.
a free event.
Just show up. Yeah, just
show
come
up.
on in.
Yeah, yeah.
We
that's
ask
cool.
that you buy your beer from us.
There you go.
Yeah.
You have lots of tables outside.
Yeah, lots of tables.
And,
So we closed
seating
down
inside.
Main Street in front of the brewery, and that's where the music is. And we put tables out, and the food vendors, the 3 different food vendors will be out front. And yeah, I'd suggest bringing a lawn chair, like a chair in a bag or whatever, if you want, just because sometimes the tables get full. But
Yeah, as far as the beer stands go, it's all our beer on tap. The regular inside bar is open, so that if you have to have like a mixed drink or whatever, like that's where you'd go for that. We also have 3 other, 2 to 3 depending on what time you get here or whatever. But we usually have at least 2 other beer stands open outside, so there kind of eliminates lines. And then when it gets really busy, we'll open that 3rd one up. So we're ready to handle whatever.
Are you doing the? I don't even remember what it was called. The wooden.
Oh, the
stand,
beer puppeteer?
puppeteer.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, of course.
of course.
I mean, as long
Ryan,
as Ryan
if you're
brings it.
listening to this, please bring the beer puppeteers.
Ryan, can you bring the beer puppeteers?
Everyone really likes them.
That was fun. Yeah.
Everyone talks about him, yeah.
You'll find out what that is when you, as everyone listening comes.
That's right, yeah.
And on
That'll be the
Friday,
tease.
September 30th, Stubborn Fest kicks off at 3:00. We usually do like a ceremonial keg tapping.
Yeah, I spill beer everywhere.
Right on.
It's a blast.
Great. And then it goes to like 10 or 11. And then on Saturday, on October 1st, it'll run from noon until 10 or 11. So you should definitely come both days. It's that much fun.
You can't see it all in one.
Some people ask me, like, well, okay, if I can only come one day, which day should I? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm here both, and I don't know which one I would pick, honestly. They're both awesome.
I would say if you are having that question, definitely come Friday. Because then you'll probably come back Saturday.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. Don't stay home Friday wondering if you should have been up here.
Because Saturday you'll be like, oh, man, I've only been here Saturday. I want to come back, and I missed it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So dive in with both feet on Friday.
That's it.
And it's family friendly.
For sure.
Kids
With
can
friendly
come,
families.
Yes, kids can come anytime. I would say the majority of the kids are here like Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And yeah, we
Early
have the
on
bubble
Friday.
bus
I
from
mean,
then
yeah.
for
By the
them.
time it's 8, 9 o'clock, like
They're done.
The kids are just wiped out. They're tired.
And the
so-
parents are done. It's hard to be a
Right.
parent.
It is.
It is
not
hard.
easy.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
It could be. Not this one, though.
It's hard to be a parent. That's a parent. Oh, boy.
Oh, geez.
But you know what makes it easier? Coming up to Stubborn German for a bourbon
Nice
of the
segue.
week
wow.
and a pint of beer.
Yeah, so, interestingly, this time of year as we record this is, the school year just kicked back in. So how has that affected the bar presence?
Yeah, there's definitely kind of a back to school lull that happens, but we try to help that with, we do a really fun, we call it Tears and Beers. So the first day of school of Waterloo Public Schools, we open at like 7:30 a.m. and we serve Bloody Marys and mimosas, and this place is packed.
I really wanted to go to that. I felt like it would be awkward if I just showed
only
up.
missed you.
Because I don't have a kid in school, but I wanted to go anyway.
Oh,
Imposter.
I know.
Everybody would
Well,
rat you
I do.
out. He doesn't have a kid in school.
Yeah. Well, they're
Yeah.
in college, but I don't have to like send them off in the
Jared,
morning.
you're always
so-
welcome here.
Yeah.
Don't you have a key to the place by now?
I should.
Yeah, really.
So it was packed. I always
It was
kind of wondered,
packed,
like,
and
how
it's
crowded
fun
is it?
It's crowded.
'cause parents drop their kids off at school and then come here and just drink beer and Bloody Marys. So it's great. It's much needed for
sounds
sure. I
great.
feel like, yeah. And then the other night we had Becky, our bartender, her daughter Sophia went off to college this year. So they got a bunch of the moms together where their kids were going off to college and just came here and had snacks and drinks, and so that was really fun too.
Like
Nice.
a separate kind of
Yeah, that was
boohoo thing.
that was like in the evening, so it was fun. So yeah, there's a couple back to school things going on.
It's a great way to learn to look forward to that day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we look forward to it.
Hey, little
Yeah.
Timmy, put your pants on. See you later.
Mama's got some beer to drink.
Off to the Stubborn I go. There was two young mothers in my neighborhood that were both dancing in the street, literally, as the bus drove away.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Because they're so happy their kids are getting a good
A
education.
great education.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, I don't want to go any further into the event season and the changing of the season because I'm a guy that likes to hang on to summer as long as possible. But I will say that there's nothing better than that fall kickoff with Stubbornfest. You guys do an amazing job with that. Last year we had so much fun, and I will recommend. I don't know. Do you remember what episode that was? If we buzz back and
27. I don't know.
episode 27.
No, I believe it was
figure it out.
14. No idea.
Just listen to all of them again, and you'll stumble across the
At one point,
Yeah.
the Stubborn German coverage where we recorded live, which was really fun.
Yeah, and I was
It was
kind of
fun.
worried about how it would sound outside with a German band playing next to us, and it was like, it sounded great.
yeah, the band was playing
Yeah, you
as
could
we're
hear the background
we're right
music.
next to the stage,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're just like, well, this might all be for nothing, but let's
Yeah.
try it, and
No,
it sounded great.
Yeah.
There was
Do
a
it again.
point when I'm standing there all by myself, just talking into a microphone, staring off into space in the middle of a big giant beer party. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, it's typical.
Yep. Well, there's Kevin.
That's what he does,
Talking in a microphone all by himself.
staring into space. Well, very cool. So is there anything else anybody can do to help you guys prepare for the fest outside of spread the word, maybe? Keep an eye on the socials?
Spread the word. Have it on your calendar. Please come join us.
Got to dress up?
You don't have to
You
dress
have
up,
to.
but
Yes,
it's
you do.
really fun if you have like a German attire to wear that. People do that, so that's fun. But don't
There's a
feel
lot
obligated.
to do. Yeah.
So.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But if you're looking to purchase, there's a website called Lederhosen for You, the number 4, the letter U.com. And you can buy some affordable lederhosen there.
Or Amazon even has it.
Amazon has them, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's best to, I would say, bring a chair, and it would really be great if you bring cash. That will make everything go faster.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Some credit cards kind of slow everything down.
Yeah, and
we've upgraded our POS system recently, so it should go smoother.
that's point of
But-
sale,
Point of
not
sale.
piece of.
Yes.
Well, no,
point
it
of
depends
sale.
on if it's working or not. That's what
So
we
we
call
haven't
it.
had any
Piece of
issues.
sausage.
No, it's been
but
good now.
Yeah, it just goes faster if you just like, here's $5 for my beer. Give me my beer,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
you're gone. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not turning into a cashless society here at the Stubborn German.
Not in Waterloo, not
yeah,
yet.
it just kind of slows everything down, and then our internet is bogged down because there's so many people here, and their phones are, searching and all that stuff. But if you've never been, definitely come out. I'd say the one thing that makes Stubborn Fest awesome is like the people that are here.
Yeah,
Like, we have-
It's not. I mean, yeah, there's a crowd, so I understand some people are like, "Oh, I just don't like crowds." I get that, but
You
even
can
if you're a
spread
person
out.
that doesn't like a crowd, it's not like that. Where I mean, everyone's friendly. You know what I mean? It's a crowd that it's nice to be in. You
They're
know,
here to have a good time.
you're all there to have good. Yeah, there's
It's not like a crowd trying to get into Walmart.
Yeah.
On Black Friday.
Right.
It's people that all want to be here and enjoy and have a nice time. They're
Right.
courteous and helpful, and
yeah.
They are. They're really nice, and you may end up sitting at a table with someone, and then somehow you know each other or whatever, but you just become friends. And
you will know them if you sit down at a table.
Yeah.
it's just a
You go, are
nice.
you drinking a beer? Oh my god, I am too! And all of a
about
sudden, you're
that?
best friends.
Where'd you get
Is
that?
that a bratwurst? How do you say that in German?
What's the German word for bratwurst?
Anyone know?
God bless it.
It's just like a fun, like community event. Like there will be people from all walks of life here, and it's just awesome. So
Is there going to be a
It's-
2022 Stubborn Fest apparel line this year?
nope.
Right on.
Nope.
Keeping it simple.
Now, speaking
Yeah.
of apparel, since we got you here, I saw the other day you posted you had a big order of shirts and hoodies come
Yeah,
in.
shirts and hoodies
You're all
are
stocked
in,
up?
so I'm stocked up for a long time.
Okay.
Good to go.
We won't run out. ever.
Every time you say that, it lasts like 3 weeks.
Well, maybe after this season and those people that come to buy all that stuff are satisfied, the next go around can have some Stubborn German podcast shirts. That's
right.
It's German for bratwurst or something.
Put our tagline on there.
Yes, that's a good idea.
You'll sell, well, maybe 3 of those.
Yeah.
Dozens
Yeah.
of those.
I'll buy one.
At least 3 of them.
Jared will buy one.
Yes.
He won't wear it, but he'll buy one. Very cool. Great. Well, I mean, it's all shaping up.
Yeah, it's
It
gonna be
is.
exciting.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
appreciate
We're ready.
you.
I feel like we are we've done it so many years. This is what our 6th or 7th year.
Yeah, maybe.
Can't
I
even
have no
count.
idea.
That
It's
we-
that many times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we, it is
Well, it's
just under control, and it's
it's
Yeah.
crazy because it takes all of the resources that are in this building that we use. I mean, everything that I have stored away in any little nook or cranny, like that, we're pulling that. It's like, well, no, that's for Stubborn Fest. We got to keep that here. And so we're, the day or 2, 3 before, we're getting all that stuff out. And I mean, it's a ton of work, but it's awesome. I mean, it's totally worth it. And I don't know. Again, we've done it so many times that it's just we just start working.
It's a well-oiled machine. I mean, I
Yeah.
remember last year the ice story.
Oh yeah, Chris burnt his eye. Well, 2 years ago,
That was
Chris
yeah.
had flash burn on his eyes from
Yeah.
the UV light. Yeah, it was a whole
you
thing.
don't want to stare at that.
I was looking at the other ice story. Of,
Oh.
The other ice story.
yeah, because you set up the dedicated freezer, right? You clean one out,
Oh,
you get
yeah.
it plugged in and ready to rock for stubborn ice, and then you look at bright lights and it's all over.
Staring at the sun again.
Yeah.
That's how I roll.
Very cool. All right. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to put that event on because, people like me that don't do anything for it just show up and have a great time, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
We love that.
We appreciate everyone coming to it. I mean, I can't believe people come to it.
Why would you not?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense. So there's beer, there's music. It's a
But
fun
it's
time.
just like Chris and I. Like we're no one.
I know.
like,
yeah,
just-
they're
I
just
don't know.
like coming to our little party.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's
We used to
also
be
funny.
at
Like, we used to have the exact same party at our house and just invite the people we knew and just in the backyard. I would homebrew for it, and that's really how this all got started. Yeah, do the Hammerschlagen.
The Hammerschlagen.
The Hammerschlagen
in the,
game, yeah.
in the back. You ever done that?
Oh,
You know what we're talking
yeah,
about?
We need to do
No,
that.
hammer. What's
So
the
it's a
German word for Hammerschlagen?
Stump game.
Okay.
The German word for Hammerschlagen is Hammerschlagen.
Okay.
It's a stump, tree stump.
Tree stump. Okay.
You have a ball peen hammer and a small, headed nail.
Okay.
Everyone has their own nail.
All right.
And you have to, you try to beat the nail into the stump. You just pass the hammer around, in a circle, basically.
Okay.
So you got 5 or 6 people
Yeah.
in a circle. And whoever's nail is all the way flush to where you can't, drag your fingernail across it, that person wins.
First.
Which-
yeah.
Are we going to
Yeah.
do this?
No, because
What?
we are a business, and I'm not in the mood to see how good our insurance is.
There's
Like
a
it should be
Hammerschlagen clause.
podcast
in the,
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, like come on.
Maybe we'll sneak a little tree stump in the courthouse yard or something like that.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
It is
But-
kind of
We
cool
will not.
though.
For the record, we will not.
We will
sneak.
not Hammerschlagen.
That'll be for the Stubborn Fest at home game.
Yes. Yeah.
It is pretty cool, though, like you said, Kevin, that the sort of Stubborn Fest kind of represents what got this whole brewery started. Mm-hmm. Chris and Tammy having a party at their house, brewing beer, people hanging out.
That's it.
That's the manifestation of that. So it sort of represents the whole brewery, called full circle.
Just got deep
There
here.
you
right?
go. Yeah.
Somebody said,
Getting
this is a
choked up
great
a little
party
bit."
here in your garage. We got to figure out a way to make this infinitely more complicated.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys start a brewery?
Can you just do this forever? Okay.
So I think I'm going to hop off and help Liz bartend. But
Okay.
Well,
thanks for
Jared
coming on.
should say what is on his shirt because
yeah.
it's hilarious and no one can see it since it's a podcast.
That's true.
I forget what it
He's all
says.
decked
Here,
up.
somebody has
It
to
says
read it.
introverted but willing to discuss bourbon.
That's right.
Very nice.
It's a Wilderness
Yeah.
Trail
Yes,
t-shirt.
I got this on the trip down to Kentucky. So.
Yep.
Well, that's a different story. But before you leave, you're a latecomer, but you can also participate in the German word of the day because that's what's
Oh,
next.
right.
She knows what it is.
Oh.
She's no. I discussed it earlier.
Oh,
She can't
man.
play. She can't play.
I was hearing the Google translator at home. Like he worked
I
hard.
was practicing. Yeah.
Well,
I don't just show up for this thing. I put some work
Right.
into it. A little effort.
Google Translator.
Not like you guys think. I just show up.
That's right. Well, kind of thought that. All righty. Well, what is the German word of the day then? It
Okay.
was, let me guess, it was Sonntagflug.
Fahrer. Sonntagfahrer. So
even
Kevin's
close.
guess was a hat. Sunday hat.
Sunday hat.
Sunday
Jared's
hat.
guess was a
Banana boat.
banana boat.
Suntan
No, it was
lotion.
sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Yep.
A form of sunscreen. Banana,
Banana
boat.
boat.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect on this one. It actually means Sunday driver. Sunday
driver?
Suntag driver.
You know,
I got half of it.
So
You got to
Sunday
wear a
driver.
Sunday hat if you're a Sunday driver.
A Sunday driver is one of these German expressions. This is obviously the driver that's just cruising around on a Sunday, nowhere to be. So then you get stuck behind him, and you can yell at him, "You Sonntagfahrer!"
I will keep
with
that in
raised
mind.
fist. Yeah,
Nice.
just do that.
I'll have
next
to
time.
print that out and put that on the dashboard of my wife's truck so she can yell that at people
You Suntag fire.
Sonntagfahrer.
every
What
day
did
of
you call me?
Suntag. Yeah. Well, very good.
All right.
Nobody wins.
Nobody wins yet again.
All right. Well, Tammy, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it was fun. Come to Stubborn Fest.
For sure. Everybody should come to Stubborn Fest. If you want to learn more about Stubborn Fest, go to the Stubborn German Facebook page.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a separate event?
There's an event already out there. I'd have to look, but I think there's quite a few people interested.
Oh, I know there is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put that up a while ago.
Yeah.
It's been
Well, like
building
in
up-
January.
building up some
Save the
steam.
date.
Save
Yeah.
that date.
Yeah, which is great. All righty, and if you enjoyed the show, click that subscribe button and make sure you do the classic rewind and listen to the live cast from last year's Stubborn Fest because that set the benchmark, the high beer mark that we're going to have to.
High beer mark.
It's episode 14 or 27, one of those.
This
I
year,
don't know.
while we do that, Jared's going to be playing in the background.
Maybe.
Yes.
Let's see.
And the Spotify playlist is soon
right.
to come.
That's right. So for Chris, Jared, and Tammy, I'm Kevin Ostie, and we say
Gross.
You know what you should do, honestly, is make a Spotify playlist of your favorite German songs that people you can share it, make it public.
So I have kind of done that, but I didn't share it or make it public because I don't know how to do that.
Jared can help you.
Okay.
Sure.
It's not terribly difficult.
Can I do it
Your favorite
with the one
German
that I already
songs?
have?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I want to know how long is your list of favorite German songs.
Well, we did one. We'll get into this.
All right.
Okay, all right. We
Ask
are
me
recording,
about
by
that
the way.
during the
We'll get into it.
Yes, we'll get into it.